Hi guys, Alan here again. This is the second part of the previous video. We were talking about trust, talking about how trust relates to what's going on. So we're going to see if we can do some magic and hopefully get out of this crisis without any scratches and maybe come ahead, right? Take advantage of the new opportunities and the new transformations and not get caught up in the things that we cannot solve anyways. So we're going to have to think, think, think. And we're going to have to get to work. Busy. Question. Question. So I go in the internet and you try to find answers, right? And you don't find answers. All you find is people trying to blame somebody for what's going on. Oh, is this people or that people? Somebody over here was, right? Let's find it. Oh my God. Right? It's always, right? We live in the Western culture is all about guilties. Try to blame somebody always for whatever. So we're going to think. And more than that, we're going to go back to the movie in a moment. We're going to talk about trust. We're going to talk about betrayal. We're going to talk about pain. And we're going to talk about this, which is the bottom line. Sheep or wolf. And that third option that we talk about. So in the last video, we talk about how in a Star Wars movie, right, in the very crucial scene, Luke get his hand cut off. He cannot fight no more. And when he's at his most vulnerable, as a strategic plan, Darth Vader asked him to join him. He says no, because he was an angel, right? He was good. So, I ain't gonna join you in your craziness. So, what does he do next? When he's beaten down, right? He said that he can kill him, he can destroy him. But instead of destroying him, he wants to. He has one more thing in his arsenal. He says, "I'm your father." Thinking, oh, okay, he's gonna join me, right? I mean, I'm his father. We're from the same city. So, what happens is in that precise moment, all the trust that Luke believed in was torn apart, destroyed, gone. He felt betrayed by the universe, by everything. How can I come from that seat when I've been fighting this forever, right? So he goes from being an angel and a high altitude human being to breaking his wings, become less than a mortal because he's demoralized, right? Betrayed and hurt. So, right? We got to fight, right? Every day, gotta fight these things. Right? Every force, all force, create a vacuum, and that's part of the resistant method, right? So what we're going to talk about now is we're going to talk about more of, are we innocent completely, or are we also part of the situation, right? That they say mask, no mask, 5 feet, 13 feet, mask, no mask, right? Whatever, right? It really doesn't matter. We gotta do what we gotta do, right? They say put the mask on, you follow the instructions, but that's another point. This is your psychology. How you gonna deal with this? This is your brain. How you preserve sanity in times of crazy, right? The games we play. We are all constantly playing to win, right? Always playing to win. We are addicted to winning all year long. Sports. Look, right now, there's no sports, right? But all year long, who wins? Who arguing? Who wins? Addicted to it. Another thing, pardon me for all the flaws, but I don't edit my videos. So another thing that we're always addicted to is a little star for everything, right? Sometimes the behavior, right? And you see people getting stars for it, getting rewards, getting big prizes, and you say, something's wrong here, right? Something doesn't add up. And then here comes, and do whatever you want with it, mold it, boom, bam, bam, right? Little dummy here. This dummy represents whatever human wants to be, he can be. Right? Let's go back to that movie. Two movies that helped me go through a lot of things in life because they taught me two very important lessons. One was Star Wars taught me that not everything is the way you think it is. That at any time, what you think might not be right, and that there is a question mark for everything. So sometimes we were confident, right? But was that confidence based on facts? Or was that an inflated confidence? Something that was manufactured by either our own imagination or our denial to see reality? Or really we just didn't have any reason to be suspicious because we at that point had no pain, right? No pain. Right? So here goes the clip. Let me put this clip in. I want you to watch this and just think for a moment. All right? So here we go.
And that goes all the way back to the Peloponnesian War, the javelin throw.
Wait till you see Lamar's throw.
How come?
Holmes mastered aerodynamics, and he designed the javelin to go along with Lamar's limp-wristed throwing style.
The Alpha Beta Pi team leads. The Lambda Moves are a surprising second. Now let's see what happens at the charity fundraising booths.
It's time for charity. Come on, let's go.
spring break tip.
Hi.
Hi, Betty.
A nerd. I'm not kissing a nerd.
You have to. I paid my money.
It's time for my break.
Kiss this, nerd.
Stan.
Yeah.
Funny, but not funny. When I was a kid, I didn't find anything funny about bullying in any way, shape, or form. I didn't find anything funny about hostility and having fun at the expense of other people. I found that very disturbing, even as a kid. It's okay to make a joke with somebody who accepts the joke, who consciously understand that he makes fun of you and you make fun of him. It's different when you hurt people intentionally, mischievousness. So, sorry I get a little strong. Not, believe me, I hardly suffer any of that, but I saw a lot of people doing it. And I was never, I was always disgusted by, irritated by. And it's called survival. This is a strong force. It's what rules the universe. The desire to exist, to live as much and as long as possible. Right? So an action creates a reaction in time and space. If you do something, it will have a reaction either way, in time and space. That's the rule that we don't control. Some people call it karma, but that's the rule that we don't control. That's the rule that binds every living thing. The lion gets the zebra, then the hyena often gets the lion. Nobody escapes that. It's intricate in the creation of everything to give everything a first chance of existence. Right? To not be eliminated one another. So that movie, when I was a kid, I never found it funny because I always say, why is it that because you're a certain way, right, you can be generalized as weak? So that brings me to this point. Strong body, weak mind. Weak body, strong mind. Not always. There are exceptions to every rule. But for the most part, people who are strong physically, they tend to skip a lot up here. And what you ignore can hurt you. Sorry about that. And vice versa. So the signs are everywhere. Right? We go to the previous movie, we see Darth Vader is strong, is powerful, he's very intelligent, but is still not quite intelligent to convince his own son to join him, right? After he put him down. So how do this relate to all this? It's very simple. You get to see the big picture now. A lot of things needs to be corrected. There is a lot of hostility and resentment in society today. Let's go country by country. You decide where to start. Let's go to Europe. Let's go to Asia. What do we see? A lot of discord, hostility, resentment. America, 2 months ago, 3 months ago. Where were we last year around this time? You forgot already? Right? Easy. So, what's this video has to do with the other? One thing. Survival, right? Machinery, technology, alter personality. And that's what this is about. Somebody behind a computer can do a lot of things. A guy with a big truck can do a lot of things. So how do we alter our personality with technology and with machinery, right? Machinery, technology, software, and the ability to go into, power lines, and just because of the things that we play, the games we play, the hostility that creates resentment, right? That people think is funny, right? The brain. Two sides of the brain. Now let's talk about that a little bit. See, this is the most important thing right here. Right? We have a collision between artists and builders. When these two sectors of people don't get along, it's very problematic for everybody. Who are the artists, right? The creators, the mind people. So what happens if they go to a place where it's dark and the builders don't want to follow, right? Or what about if they all follow together? We are all in trouble. So little things, the hostility that built up for years and decades, whether it's country against country, family against family, brother against sister, sister against brother, child against father, father. It's written everywhere. The signs are everywhere. It's up to you if you want to use it or not. It doesn't matter what book you want to read. It's everywhere. You go to a bookstore, it's all about that. It's about the story, and the original story, and the only story of good and evil. So who are the innocent here? The innocent are the children that have to go through this because of grown-ups that like to play rough. The signs are everywhere. We lost our trust in each other, in our systems, in our families, in our friends. In fact, right now, if you cross somebody, they run the other way, you go the other way. If they see you with this used to represent something else, not just 2 months ago in America. Now, right, if you don't have this, or if you this, so confusion. Is that going to bring us back to be angels? I don't know. Not easy. Not an easy answer. Are we going to go back to winning? Yeah. We're going to go back to getting little stars? Yeah. Or we're going to go and be this for the rest of our lives? We're going to drive our car like this. We're going to drive it like this. So the movies relate to one another because cause and reaction. Reaction and cause, the same thing. What is our society? I did it my way, right? Well, guess what? things have changed. So how are we going to get out of it? This video is important for me because it's kind of like put it together, and it goes longer than what I meant to do. But I think it's very important that we start to realize that what we do today is going to impact the rest of our life. And what we did 30 years ago has an impact today. We're not disconnected from one point to the other. But what we continue to do today, this is not a religious moment. This is a complete awakening of our consciousness. Not by choice, by force. By the force, right? Come to the force, is the movie says. And he says, no, I'm going to find another way. And that is what he did. He had a leap of faith, and he jumped, and he survived, and he flourished, right? And you saw what happened at the end as the sequels continue, right? So this is not the end of this situation. As we've been traveling on these little videos, this is not the end of this. This is just the transcending, the traveling. And it's very simple. You have to get to work today. No scratches. You have to get that machine going. You have to get that car going in the right direction and going forward. See, the world is right there. See, you can go all over. It's like toys. It's like playing. But you gotta play the right game. Haven't we lost enough? Then it's time to start winning again the right way. Right? Let's concentrate in what's important, and let's build from that. If you start a new job, a new opportunity, all right. So life is a journey and not a destination. Let me see, where is it? Right here. I got so much stuff in my table here. Huh? Success is not a place, it's a constant thrive. So when we can trust back, but trust in what? Well, trust in ourselves, right? We're going to begin, right, to gain our little wins back. Because without innocence, it's very hard to build anything. Unless you build it with anger, right? Right now, you have people, computers and builders, right? Artists, and boom, colliding. And the people in the middle, suffering. They're going to drive the biggest cars, the biggest whatever, for the wrong reasons. The signs are everywhere. Stay awake. Strong body, weak mind. We want to transverse that. We want to make sure that your body is as strong as your mind. So you don't make mistakes. So you don't hurt people. Because you want to wear. Because ignorance is not a defense. Action, reaction, we know, eventually comes around. Our survival is important. People will survive no matter what. Every force creates a vacuum. This is the reasons why we do what we do. We don't have to be needed. And this can be controlled. Forget the betrayal. Learn from it. Question it. Question everything. But for the most, think. Because you have a brain. You're either an artist or a builder. If you're both, even better. But make sure these two go together for a good cause. Not for the dark, right? Come to the force, right? Come to the force. Join me. No. Jump. We're using the machines, we're using the technology. Right? We are responsible for this. This cannot alter our personality, right? Where's my, right? We cannot be altered by this thing. Just because you get in a car doesn't mean you're going to be a disrespectful person. Because now you're not driving your body, you're driving a machine that can hurt people. So you want to be more careful. There are seniors, there are children, there are people that can get hurt. So you want to be careful. When you have anything that has power, when you have a machine, whether it's a computer that can do so much, you have to control that. You cannot let things alter your innocence, your well, you know. It's a matter of survival. This is the time when we're going to show who truly we are. We cannot let that power magnifies to a point of no return. Because hostility creates that resentment that makes everything sad. Right? So let's play the good game. Let's stop playing this hurt game. Whatever it's worth, right? Let's do it our way, not my way. Let's find a way to do it together. Okay? I did it my way. Right? Now. So me, my body says goodbye. I hope this was useful in any way. If you feel like this called you in any way, share it with somebody if you think it might help. If not, then, God bless you all, and till the next one, right? Ciao. Make sure no scratches, right? Bye.